EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go to 180. I'm here. Yeah. Check. Value three.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Too big for you.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Big hold of the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Stills, 91 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 180. Double time. 3 down.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's got room. The 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Samson Abukum able to get him for a loss of about 3. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flush to his right. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Hakeem Butler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16.
First down, Rams. 180. Stop defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Shot. 180. Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, D. Let it go.
Now Johnson. Shifts by him at the 25. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
60 out low. 54 Mike. 54. Here we go.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah,
especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 39, Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now it's Peterson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's caught. Stills right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
It's our time. It's our time.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded at the 6. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
180. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Hold on. Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Johnson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
61, match box, light. Go.
Goff on third down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hold on.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Murray now, 9 of 17 through the air. They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Murray. He's got his man. It's Butler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but it'll be second and goal. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, gone. A deep ball for Gurley. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 14 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet,
there you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's go. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards on the ground. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I don't think you got it, son.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.